Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight we are coming off of a crazy premium live event on Saturday. On last Saturday, Realizing Redemption. We saw some crazy title defenses from all three champions, and we're here to start with an Idol Division one-on-one match with B.A. Tycho, the leader of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. He says he's the voice of the chat and he hears you, and he's looking to pick up a win here as we are starting back in it's my favorite thing to say, we're back in no man's land. It's anybody's opportunity to get a shot at the championships. For Never Letting Go is our next premium live event coming up in roughly 5 weeks. B.A. Tycho hasn't had much luck. I mean, a lot of this sort of stemmed from this man right here, who's going to be his first opponent in the tournament, Greg, another member of the Coalition. All of B.A. Tycho's problems started when Greg picked up the Icon Division Championship. Some people said it was a fluke, some people said it was chance, but no matter what, in the history books it is written that Greg has held the Icon Division Championship, and he's done it before the leader of the Coalition, B.A. Tycho, which brought a lot of fans and a lot of people backstage to call into question his leadership, as the man known as the Cryptid of MPW took the championship before him, and ever since then, B.A. Tycho has somewhat fallen off, some people say. L+ ratio, if you will. I don't know if that's going to date this, but this could be a match not only to see which member of the Coalition is going to move on in this number one contenders tournament. It's also going to be one for determining which maybe is better. You know, could B.A. Tycho put Greg in his place? If Greg picks up a win here, is his call to leadership going to be, or is leadership going to be called into question again? We're going to have to see. The Coalition, I feel like very rarely do we see them in a match against each other. We're going to start the match. Greg versus B.A. Tycho. And of course, or not of course, I will say crucifix pin, excuse me. Shoulders down, kick out at 1. I will say though, something that we got to keep in mind, this is not any regular number one contenders tournament, because the losers of the number one contenders tournament are not going away. The winners of the match will move on forward in the number one contenders tournament, and then the losers will be put in a pool of every other loser. All the other people dropped out of the tournament, and they're going to fight for a spot at the Golden Opportunity. The Golden Opportunity spot, big boot. The Golden Opportunity, of course, is a briefcase that allows you to cash in on your respective championship. So it's going to be the Idol Division's Golden Opportunity will be on the line at Never Letting Go. Big splash by B.A. Tycho. Nobody's home. Uppercut. But everybody in this tournament still has a shot at getting a shot at a championship. Last season, both Golden Opportunities failed to capture a championship. As Greg's the only person you can see jump off the top rope in dress shoes. Clothesline kick up. And a running neck breaker. B.A. Tycho looking very vicious. Coming into this match, wanting to put a point. Fisherman brainbuster on the concrete. Of course, they got to get back in before the count of 10. But they will be disqualified. B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho's had no luck in the openweight division this season, no luck in the tag team division this season, and no luck in the Idol division this season. And it almost looks like the strings are coming undone. Belly to belly over the top to the floor. And this feels less like a match and more like a punishment for Greg. Almost like disciplining a child that's overstepping their bounds. But here at MPW, we do not endorse child violence. We do, however, find it hilarious. Powerbomb reversal. Discus. He was going for a discus forearm. Gutbuster. By B.A. Tycho, taking him to the floor now. I mean, all of this stuff doesn't necessarily matter if he, you know, makes a big misstep. Greg can still take it. Over the oh my god, the airplane spin! He's got it locked in on Greg, the airplane spin! No, he's reversing the polarity! God, the airplane spin with the reverse polarity! That is just, we haven't seen B.A. Tycho throw that out in forever. And he just pulled that onto Greg. You know he's mad when he reverses the polarity on someone. He wants to win this match. And B.A. Tycho, maybe a little bit too dizzy. Greg off the ropes. Inzaguri. And a kick right to the spine off the ropes again. A moonsault. Greg doesn't look affected at all by the airplane spin. What is he looking for here? Off the rope. Shitty little kick, but got caught. The Greg Nation on their feet for Greg. As B.A. Tycho once again in control. Jumps over. Ducks under. Grabs him and twists him around. Just planting Greg. B.A. Tycho going up top. I feel like we very rarely see B.A. Tycho going to the top rope. Cross body, and that's exactly why I think it hasn't been too successful for him this match. Off the rope again with a moonsault. Springboard moonsault. Hooks the leg. Greg kicks out at one. As much damage as B.A. Tycho's already delivered to Greg. Spear! No! Gets the knee up. B.A. Tycho, big boy senton! Or got an elbow drop. Busts Greg open. Off the rope. Snapmare! I was gonna say, Greg doesn't seem to be losing any energy, but it doesn't look like B.A. Tycho's losing any energy either. Like a fucking cannonball off the rope. Greg, a hand of God. Two, kick out of two. B.A. Tycho rolls up Greg to move forward to the Idol Division #1 contenders. And he steals it from Greg. I don't think that's the way B.A. Tycho wanted to win this. He kind of had to steal the win from Greg, but a win's a win. I mean, for someone that claims to want to withhold honor in the MPW arena, he's taken his wins recently very sneakily, trying to just hold or take it wherever he can, just win with any means necessary. But hey, I mean, that could be a sign that B.A. Tycho really didn't believe he could beat Greg there. He had to just take the win. But Greg will be seen in the Golden Opportunity qualifiers to secure a spot. But we will move on to an Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Time for the Icon Division to start their #1 Contenders Tournament. Unfortunately for the Icons, there is no second prize. This is all for a championship. There's no golden opportunity for them yet. They're gonna have to wait. Glitchy coming off of a pretty significant loss in the War Games match. Wasn't the one to be pinned, but adding a second loss to her War Games record, not looking great for Glitchy. And if Glitchy wins this tournament, this number one contenders tournament, she could be going up against her own husband for the Icon Division Championship, FlairZero. Have to see how that match would really go, but... And she's going up against one of the members of the Shogunate. Sort of a rematch from Saturday, if you will. Byakuya, the starting member of the Shogunate for the War Games match. They had a really good match last sort of number one contenders tournament against MintyClovers. I mean, like, Byakuya really proved that they can handle their own on their own. Could they pick up the Idol Division Championship? And if they did, how would Rize feel about that? Rize, of course, the longest reigning ever Idol Division champion, longest reigning champion, period, in MPW. Is going to be wanting to look to regain her throne. Could lead to maybe some infighting, could lead to maybe an easy win for Rize. Maybe Byakuya just hands the championship over to the Shogunate. We'll have to see. The Red Vampire Panda. I mean, out of every member of the Shogunate, every new member of the Shogunate, Via's definitely impressed me the most. Just coming in and seeming to like a duck to water, just being able to fit into the MPW style of things. She's beat some bigger opponents, put some people away. They've, you know, done a lot more already than I would have expected a newcomer, because they're not only new to the Shogunate, they're new to MPW. One of the newest members of MPW, so to already take this with strides, you know, it's very impressive to see. I think this match is really going to prove where they are, solidify their position at MPW, because beating someone like MintyClovers, very incredibly impressive, but beating a 3-time Idol Division champion, 2-time Openweight Division champion in Glitchy, that's going to be a wonderful thing to put on your frickin' plaque. Off the ropes. Swinging elbow drop from Glitchy. And for Glitchy, this is about, like, getting back into that position. Also, Bonk was unable to become the first ever, like, truly Grand Slam champion. Glitchy's almost there as well. Glitchy would need to get her hands on the Tag Team Championship and the Icon Division Championship to become one of the Grand Slam champions. So if Glitchy could do that, that would be making history. She was the first ever 3-time Idol Division champion. Could she be a first time again? And like I said, it's so difficult to go up against someone like Glitchy, someone so big like Glitchy. But Via with the Ciruam suplex, just the strength of Via. Being able to strike punches, the new powerhouse of the Shogunate. The strikes and punches really chopping down at the tree that is Glitchy. Like Michinoku driver type thing, I think. Yeah, Michinoku driver, kick out at 1. Matches the kick and a clothesline. Nearly lobbing her head off. We'll maybe get to see in the next couple weeks what the self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, Rize, has decided for the match type. I'm blanking on the word, but what kind of match they're gonna have between T and Rize. Yeah, over the rope. Shitty little kick. Caught again. I don't know why we're going for this shitty little kick. The match stipulations is the word I'm thinking of. The stipulation for the match between T and Rize. Glitchy making her presence known to Via. Via slips through, though. Knee strike to the gut. Sends Glitchy into the referee. Senior official collateral damage. Boots to the face. Off the rope. Springboard again. Hooks the leg. Goes for a cover. Really close to the ropes, though. And a kick out at 0. Glitchy isn't going to go down that easy. Is it that Glitchy's not going to go down that easy, or is she trying to play the mental game here? You get at 0, use as much strength as you can. You know, maybe overexert yourself to just say, hey, you're doing nothing to me. Get into the head of your opponent. Off the ropes. Another moonsault this time. Was unable to connect. That elbow drop just caving in the chest of Via. Glitchy flips them around for a sidewalk slam. We've seen Glitchy win matches with that move. Maybe she's thinking it might be the end, wants to pull Via away from the ropes, not cause a rope break. She does go for the cover. Could that be enough, or did she spend too much time pulling Via away from the ropes? I think our answer is right there. Cool mandible claw, Glitchy. Now choking Via out. Oh, I thought the referee was calling for it. Via, no. It's a fist, breaks it up. Eat defeat! Eat defeat by Via. For the cover, 2. Nearly taking it over Glitchy. Kicks and punches. Trying to get maybe Glitchy into that corner. Oh my god, spinning bitch slap. And now Via lining it up to hit that red button. No, caught. Glitchy caught the leg. Clothesline. Via catches it and a knee strike there. I think she caught Glitchy off guard. 1, 2, near fall. They nearly got Glitchy off guard. Onto the apron. Can't win on the outside like this, but what are they looking for? Moonsault! Oh my god! And that's why they call it high risk, high reward. Crashing and burning, and now almost sent into the steel steps. Again, Glitchy trying to cave in that chest. I mean, that is a dangerous place to get hit. Getting hit really hard right above like the heart, that is not a safe thing to do. But I know Glitchy doesn't really care. Via removing the turnbuckle padding. What is Via looking for? Whatever it is, distracts the ref. Tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Kip up. Glitchy gets caught. Scorpion death drop. Falling Scorpion death drop. Back and forth now. Ooh. Neither of these two want to fall. Chopping at each other. Back and forth. Both of them on jelly legs. Via getting a little bit of advantage. Glitchy. Via. Glitchy. No, caught it. Who's going to fall first? Chop again. Punch. Via says, come on. Dude, they're just lighting each other up. Neither of them want to go down. And Glitchy just barely gets it, but still, Via doesn't fall. But that might not be good. Frame drop. That might be for the worst. Frame drop to Via. 2, 3. Fell right into the claws of Glitchy. You can see the marks on their face from the flurry of punches. Look at that bruising already on Glitchy, the war scars. Like I said, Via hasn't been an MPW for a minute. Going up against one of the originals, you still got a long way to go. As we will continue to see who will meet BA Tycho in the next round of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Who is going to meet BA Tycho in the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament in the semifinals, I believe is what it would be. None other than the out of this world purple alien Kodo Twin Moon, enjoying their drink on their way to the ring. I mean, Kodo had a really, really impressive run in their last #1 Contenders Tournament. They just couldn't quite pick it up. I don't know what's in that cup, but it is purple. I mean, Kodo is definitely... I mean, I talked about Via. I think Via being pretty impressive. I think Kodo is probably the most impressive newly signed idol, yeah. They just... Their mentals are really good. Like, mental game, absolutely unmatched. They have incredible athleticism and skill. We're open to anyone in any galaxy. Kodo is taking advantage of that. And Kodo is going to go up against... Oh my god. This is looking like a rematch at the end of Season 2. It is none other than everybody's least favorite wrestler, UnchainedAwesome. It keeps a weird taste in my mouth to say it, but he did have a pretty good run for the #1 Contenders match. He almost made it. I think it was in the last final 3 of that gauntlet. But my god, if I am not displeased with this guy. We'll have to see. I mean, the last time he was in a #1 Contenders Tournament, he kind of popped off. If you've been looking at those images on Twitter of the hot new Overwatch lady, he might just pop off once again, but my god, let's just count our chickens, that's not really, let's count our blessings is what I should be saying. We didn't have to see him in a championship match. Kodo's probably going to take him out early. We won't have to deal with him too much, so I'm pretty happy with it. A lot of people were commenting and we're giving him praise. We're praising him for his performances in the #1 Contenders Tournament last time. I think that's all it did was inflate his ego, so let's hope Kodo can pop it in this match. Unchained is one of those competitors that I can't tell if less brain power is more effective than more brain power. It seems like the less he thinks about, the better he actually gets. Which is pretty easy for him, because there's not much going on up there anyways. Enough unbiased commentary. Let's get into this match. Kodo Twin Moon versus Unchained. Kodo is officially the only person to ever go undefeated in a season. 1-0 against Unchained in Season 2. Kodo debuted at the very tail end of Season 2 and beat this man right here to secure their only win in Season 2. Their only win in their only match. So Kodo is the only person to ever hold a 100% win rate. Actually, that might not be true, but I'm pretty sure it is. Working over the neck of Unchained. Sending rights and lefts now from Chain. Rocking Kodo, but not knocking the big man down. Kodo grabbing Chain by the horns. Honestly, a very dangerous thing to do. Ooh, of course, Chain not with the referee asking for a clean break. Chain, of course, not listening. Busts Kato open a little bit. And goes for the pin. Kato back up on his feet. Super kick avoided. Now shoulder and elbow tie up. Collar and elbow tie up, actually. Twisting the arm now. Chain trying to slow it down already. Could he be gassed already? Kato won't let him have control for too long. Takes him down. Over the top rope. Hey, landed the senton. Goes for the cover. Already a 1 count for Chain. This referee making a beautiful door. Kato eyeing up Chain like he's prey. As these two do another test of strength. Kato twists Chain's arm this time. A very grappling match right now. Classic kind of wrestling match. Kato is just maintaining control from it. Chain's got to learn that he doesn't want to get into a grapple fight like this. Referee's still standing in the exact same position, but Chain, there he goes. Chain reversing it. Twisting that arm, trying to wear his arm down. Elbow in the wrist. Oh my god. Kind of like a judo takedown. Karate style takedown, I think. I don't think he's ever gotten a takedown like that or done karate. Wolf in sheep's clothing! Wolf in sheep's clothing, but Kato! Kato playing possum rolls Chain back up. Chain's never done karate, but he will tell you he did 3 months of Muay Thai, and he will not stop talking about it. Drop kick. As Chain gets up top. Flying sheepdog headbutt, nobody's home. Clothesline to Kato on the floor. Chain just drove his head into the mat. I don't know if that's going to make him stronger or weaker. Kato with the drop kick. Chain sliding out of the ring. Kato going up top. What is Kato looking for? Whatever it is, Chain's not here. And Chain feeling very cocky about it. Recount. Discus clothesline from the guy that calls himself the king of the clothesline. Kato back into the ring. Chain gonna meet him at 6 count. Don't want to be out there for too long. And now Kato picking up some steam. Catches his leg. Sweeps it and takes him down. And Kato gonna go roll up Chain right here. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. The winner of this match will face, axe kick. Combination of kicks. Boom! Like the antithesis of Chain. The master of kicks versus the master of lariats. 2. Kick out of 2. One of these two will be facing B.A. Tycho in the next round. Chain has a history with B.A. Tycho. Big chop. Will we see that history collide? As Kato makes it up top. Dark side of the moonsault connects! Kato putting away Chain right here. 1, 2, 3. No! Kick out at 2. I honestly thought that Chain did not have it in him. But he just barely kicks out, leaping Hurricane Rana. And now stomping Kato. Kato flips him around. And Chain, though, hyping himself up. What is Chain looking for? Trying to get Kato in the corner. A little bit of a... he hyped himself up just to get reversed. Super kick! Oh my god, what the force behind that. And I don't think Chain's head is gonna escape any more punishment here. Buttsaw kick to Chain. Kato. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Kodo. Exactly what happened at the end of Season 2. Chain's head got kicked right off his shoulders. I gotta ask what Kodo drinks before these matches, because whatever it is, got him feeling a type of way as we're gonna move on to our main event of the night. All right, it's time for the main event of the evening. Who's gonna meet Glitchy in the next round of the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament? I did say that Chain's been knocked out of the tournament, but Chain does find himself in a qualifiers for the golden opportunity. So, unfortunately, he's not out of the woods yet. But who will face Glitchy? The first member of this match is undoubtedly, unquestionably, absolutely a bear. A third member of the coalition making their way to the ring right here. Greg's best friend, the bear, or a bear, excuse me. A bear has held 0 championships in their career. Is it time to get their hands on the Icon Division Championship? A bear is almost like, I don't know how to describe it. He's almost like a spoiler for other people in these tournaments. He never makes it really to the finals, but he will spoil someone else's run. He's absolutely a skill check in these tournaments. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Will he spoil his opponent's win here? Or will he actually make it all the way? One half the coalition. I mean, like, if a bear can win their match, it's gonna be huge stock up for Greg in the coalition. It is basically a race for BA Tycho to get a championship before a bear does. To get a world championship before a bear does, or else his credibility will be completely taken. This could be the turning point for the coalition. And unfortunately for them, coming off of a big unfortunate loss, Tyranno Maximum out of the frying pan into the fire was the one to get pinned in the War Games match. Was pinned by Rize. But I mean, Ty's beaten crazier odds. I mean, Ty could come out and absolutely blow everybody away, take out the bear. Height advantage definitely goes to a bear. Strength advantage certainly goes to a bear. But when it comes to speed and agility, definitely Tyranno Maximum. Ty was formerly the first ever longest reigning openweight champion. Actually, technically not the first ever longest reigning, but was one of the longest reigning openweight champions of all time. Was previously tied with Garreth Unported and Dancing with Draven, but has been since dethroned by Usaino and then now Potato. So, I mean, they may not have had much luck in the Idol division, but maybe they'll have this luck in the Icon division. We'll have to see. You gotta ask yourself, how do you handle a bear? Come on, like, what do you do here? How do you handle a bear? This is our main event of the night to determine who will be going up against GlitchyBasturds next. I mean, especially, like, this is something as well for Ty. Ty's coming off of a huge loss, a crazy match in the War Games. Like, certainly not rested since Saturday fully. Oh my God, can't even hit the bear, just bouncing off of him. Like, all this stuff, and then even if Ty beats a bear, if Ty puts the bear in their place, pins them, they're gonna have to fight Glitchy next. Ty just is gonna have the hardest tournament run of their career. And Bear is already taking advantage of his strength size. His size advantage. Keeping Ty on the ground. Nobody even really knows if this bear is professionally trained. All we know is he just comes in and he kicks ass. Tries to go for a snapmare. Ty, dropkick again, just can't knock him down. He is like a solid tree. Chopping away at the trunk now, though, is Ty. And I think that might have just pissed the bear off. Uranagi! Did you see the elevation with that Uranagi? The bear staring down Ty. Could this be the quickest match we see in the tournament? Went to scoop up Ty, no. Ty's like, hey, Ty's trying to back off. The bear, though, I don't think the bear knows the word uncle. Covers Ty already. Nearly a 2 count. Not only is fighting the bear got to be so difficult and just taking the damage. Oh my god! Back of the head. Darted into the turnbuckle. Hit both on the way down. My god, like, not only is having to fight a bear so difficult, imagine having to kick out of like 100-pound bear laying on top of you. How do you even deal with that? The bear's got him eyed up. What is he looking for? Spin kick. I think Ty might be done. I don't want to count Ty out. Ooh, Ty trying to get to the, maybe to the outside, but gets to the corner. The bear stomping his bare feet in the face of Ty, right in the gut. Running just runs through him. What is Ty supposed to do? This isn't even a fight, it's a massacre, but Ty is not one to give up. We see the heart of Ty here. Float over DDT. Tyranno on the outside. Up the top ropes, catches Ty with a power bomb, spikes him. 1, 2, no, again, only a 1 count. And the bear going to another corner. Looking for another one. Kicks him again. Ty is in deep shit right now. A bear with the bear hug. Giving Ty a nice hug, but Ty not panicking. Getting that elbow right into the cheek of the bear. Clothesline. Ty, you can see Ty is slow. Ty is already gassed out. Super kick. Ty is pulling out what little fumes they have left. 2. Look at a 2. Truly a David and Goliath mask match. Rolls over. DDT. No. Jumps him over his body. Ty back up, but this time Dragon Screw leg whip. FlairZero won a championship match with that move. Again, float over. This time gets the DDT. The bear moving to the outside as we get to the French Canadian commentators table. A bear takes the back but doesn't do anything. Like Inzaguri type flying knee. Double axe handle on the floor. The bear may be stronger, but this is Ty's element. One of the longest reigning openweight champions in our history loves to be on the outside of the ring. But of course, you can't be on the outside of the ring for too long or else you're going to get a count out. Bear going to meet in at a 6. Ooh, never mind. Pulls Ty over. Does make it in at a 6. Just picking Ty up and sending him into orbit. Off the ropes, the bear Double knees straight to the temple. Right to the dome of Ty. And now 12 to 6 elbows. Off the ropes again. This time trying to roll into Ty. Ty off the ropes, not a little bit too far off. Miscalculation, but Ty gets out of it. Swats Ty's punch away. Reversal kick. Spin kick to the gut. There. Ty's taking a lot of time trying to think about what they want to do. Goes for the head kick in the corner. Bear moves out of the way. Off the ropes and a running headbutt from a bear. Nobody wins in a headbutt unless you're a bear. Kick out of 2. And I think the bear is calling for an end here with the second bear hug. No, this time Ty had it scouted. Takes the bear down. What is this? Cross arm! Armbar! Armbar locked in crazy style. The bear. That was locked in crazy, but I just don't think Ty had a grip. And Ty extinction! Imagine screaming that at an airport. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Ty off the top rope. Hurricane Rana. Springboard. And Ty maybe seeing something in the corner. I'm not quite sure. Running Inzaguri. More of like a standing Shining Wizard, actually. Ty going up top. I don't know if we have any 3D animators in the building, but he's going to put him in a blender. Goes for the cover on the bear. 1, 2, 3. And Tyranno moves on. Ty is going to meet Glitchy in the second round of the tournament. After taking the pinfall to Rize in War Games, Ty has their eyes set on the Icon Division Championship. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys next week.